He left for Tokyo Thursday to attend the World Expo in Osaka, in which the Philippines is a participant. The president is also scheduled to meet with business groups as well as with the Filipino community in Japan. He returns to Manila this weekend. In the meantime, the palace says Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin was named government caretaker along with Agrarian Reform Chief Conrado Estrella III and Education Secretary Sani Angara.
Ang pagpunta po ng Pangulo doon ay para po pasinayaan, puntahan at ipagmalaki ang pavilion ng Pilipinas sa nasabing World Expo sa Osaka 2025. Dahil ito po ay nagtatampok po ito ng mga, of course, yung mga mayayaman nating kultura at ang magaganda nating landscapes. At ito po ay isa sa parte para po mas lalong mapalawig natin ang turismo sa bansa.
Malacanang says President Marcos is open to discuss the Philippines' possible return to the International Criminal Court. The statement comes after UN Special Rapporteur Irene Khan called on the government to open discussions for reaccession to the Rome Statute of the ICC. Palace Press Officer Claire Castro says, while there are no ongoing talks in the matter, the president had earlier expressed his openness for the country to rejoin the ICC.
Ang sinabi po at ang suggestion po ng UN Rapporteur, ito po ay magandang suggestion at pag-aaralan po kung talaga pong dapat pa rin sumapit, right? Maging mag-join sa ICC at i-ratify yung ibang international human rights law. So pag-aaralan po ito mabuti natin pang.
Meanwhile, the Presidential Task Force on Media Security says the concerns of the UN Rapporteur are being addressed, adding the president is sincere in his commitment to press freedom and freedom of expression.
Since I came to the office for the Presidential Task Force on Media Security, there were no red taggings on media, and it has not been a policy of the government to tag media practitioners as reds or whatever. We abhor the labeling of journalists, whatever their political inclinations are. The government does not tolerate red tagging. President Marcos right now is sincere in his administration's goal to really make press freedom and the right of people to express themselves, to expand it and to make people aware of their role in democracy.
Several government officials admit the Philippines is now facing a big learning crisis. Education Chief Sani Angara, however, assures the public measures are in place to solve the ongoing problem. Rafael Bosano reports.
The Department of Education admits the Philippines is mired in a learning crisis. A study by the United Nations Children's Fund in 2019, a year prior to the COVID-19 lockdowns, revealed that 90% of children aged 10 cannot read simple text. Meanwhile, 83% also did not have minimum proficiency in mathematics. The principal of Esteban Abada Elementary School in Quezon City says it took an entire year of working closely with dozens of children to improve their reading proficiency.
Hindi maka-identify ng sounds, yung letter sounds. Pag hindi maka-identify si bata, consider talaga siya as non-reader. Ang mga challenges talaga, minsan yung overexposure nila sa gadgets. Di ba yung mga printed material natin, hindi na masyadong pinapansin ng bata.
One problem identified by many parents and learning advocates that contribute to the learning poverty is the excessive use of gadgets.
Because of the ease of access to gadgets and various games and videos on social media, Esteban Abada Elementary School now promotes habitual and pleasurable reading habits to children. These books may look old, but they still contain a wealth of important and useful information.
The learning crisis may be a big challenge, but the country's education chief is confident this problem can be fixed.
Yung mga bata, hindi nagbabasa, behind sila sa grade level nila. Kaya nag-implement tayo ng summer program, sinabi ni Presidente, mag-focus tayo sa basic.
Angara says while he may not be able to resolve everything, he assured the public improvements will be felt within the next 3 years. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has instructed DepEd to look into improving the K-12 program, address job skills mismatch, and the state of teachers and classrooms.
Ng rating natin sa especially STEM subjects, pababa ng pababa, tapos hindi marunong magbasa. We have put in place a program for the retraining, re-education of our teachers kasi maraming bagong nangyayari.
The Philippine Health Department is also doing its part by expanding feeding programs to children starting school because Secretary Ted Herbosa believes that in order for children to perform well, their health and nutrition must first be in tip-top shape. Rafael Bosano.